gentlemen, to another exciting episode of... Who's that, Lucky? Right here, Lucky. Right here. Oh, what is that? Oh. So he got to go for a ride yesterday. He was in the car for a long time. Thankfully, he didn't make a mess in the car.
For most of the afternoon.
No. So let me update everybody on what happened. Now, we didn't get a ticket or anything like that. The car wasn't impounded. And he could have, he could have had the car towed. He could have given us a ticket, given me a ticket. I was driving. But he didn't do that. He just said, go park the car over by the town, like the town hall. They have a particular name for it up here. I don't remember what it is. So I did that, and I walked back over here, and I thought I had my keys, and they were in the house. Thankfully, Carolyn had her keys. I don't know. I was probably out there about half an hour.
Yeah. At least it wasn't terribly cold.
Yeah. And it's 37 now. They said the next 2 days it's supposed to snow.
But then it's going to warm up after that.
Oh, well. So anyway, yeah, the other day it was like -9 degrees, and now it's 37 degrees. So anyway, so we basically... we're broke because we spent all that money on getting license plates. And yes, we were planning. I mean, we had budgeted to get license plates. The thing is, last time we went in there, the lady told us it'd be like $50.
So we were planning on that amount.
Yeah, if you didn't hear us, so that's what we were planning on. About $50. Well, it cost almost $150. That broke us. I mean, we're flat broke.
Yeah, that was almost 2 months rent for us.
Yeah. So
we have like $5 in cash and some change.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear her or not. She's in the bedroom.
Getting dressed.
Getting dressed. That's why you can't see her, because I don't want you to, even though she's beautiful, I don't want you to see her nude. That's not for everybody to see.
Oh, come on.
I found some of my business cards. I don't remember where we found them. Maybe in one of the coat pocket or something.
Something like that.
And we donated some stuff. We got rid of some stuff. So here's what happens now. We
try to take stuff when we want to donate to the homeless shelter that, well, it's basically a walk-in center for homeless people.
And during the winter, when the temperature reaches 0 degrees or lower, they open up
the sleeping areas.
Yeah, upstairs. And from our understanding, during the winter, the 3 homeless shelters that the city of Keene has,
they get stuffed.
Yeah, they get stuffed. People sleeping on the floors and everything. Thankfully, we weren't in there during that time. But anyway, so when we went over to the town to get the license plate, yeah, she had the license plates there waiting for us.
Laying on the damn desk, like she was just waiting for us to come get them.
And
kind of irked me.
And
I think that she had the nerve enough to actually call the chief of police and tell him that we had been in there asking about renewing our license plates, which is why Seamus got pulled over.
And anyway, so we're over there. We have try to keep all our documents together. Everybody should do that. And Carolyn is going through, going through, pulling out the necessary paperwork, and one of the papers wasn't there.
My dad's death certificate.
I had to walk over here, which was no big deal. I mean, it's not like we live that far away. But
2 blocks, maybe.
Yeah, but all the work we've done on the kitchen turned out to be for naught, because I had to tear the kitchen apart. At least she knew where it was. I mean, she says on the island. Okay, so otherwise, I probably would not have looked there. But I tore the island apart. So, you know, we've done all this work on the kitchen, and then I threw everything all over the place finding this document. And then I walked back over there, and once I found it, walked back over there.
Yeah.
And had it, and then we almost didn't get it because it was a copy. And she's like, well, I don't know if I can take this.
If she would have said if they would have said no, I would have started probably screaming and cussing right there in the middle of that. Because that would have meant I had to contact the state of Arkansas and get a certified copy of my dad's death certificate, which is more expense. I would have told him, take the fucking thing or you're not getting anything else.
Yeah, what would we have done with the car? What would we have done about it? I mean...
bullshit.
You know, so...
I don't have the certified copy. I've never had to use it. This is the first time I've actually had to use his death certificate for anything.
So,
makes no sense.
So we got it, but, you know, there went our money. And also to those of you who are looking for 223 ammo, when we went to, do you know how to say that, Pelletiers or
Pelletiers?
Pelletiers in Jaffrey, where we bought this nice little one. I like it. I mean, I can't say enough about it. I really like it. I just want to get a holster now, and I'd rather us both have one than just one of us. But anyway, I asked if he had any 223 ammo, and what did he say? Nope, nobody has any. And you know, one thing I like about Pelletiers, I don't know if the guy we were dealing with was the owner or not.
I think he was.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But he's really nice. He's friendly. He's helpful. He'll talk to you. The other place we go to buy the Mosin ammo, the guy's kind of
gruff.
Yeah, he's gruff. He likes to stand behind the counter and watch everybody. Not like he has a whole lot of business. But Pelletiers is like a sporting goods store. It's not expressly a gun store. Where we go to buy the ammo, he has mainly two things in the store: guns and ammo. He has some maps, some topo maps, and some targets, and I may have some other stuff, but that's mainly it. Just tables of ammo and racks and cases with guns. But Pelletiers is it's a sporting goods store. I mean, we bought the pistol, a box of ammo, and snowshoes, and he had other stuff. We didn't buy anything else, but he had those like bomber caps with rabbit fur, and they had different covers on them. I was thinking, hey, you know, we should probably get one of those each, but you know, we knew that wasn't a good idea financially, and I'm glad we didn't do that, because then it would be even worse off. But he had all sorts of stuff in there, and he had these little. He had one that was a miniature one, about, you can't see, I mean, about maybe a 1.5 feet tall, and the other one was like the head of like the new Carrie version of Sasquatch. And I had never heard of that particular creature before. Do you remember what he called it?
Something about a trail rat or something. Trail something.
And if you go up Mount Monadnock, they tell you don't leave the trail. And he was telling us, well, the reason you don't leave the trail is because of that creature that he had. And I'd love to get one of those. You know, and because I also wanted, while we were in San Antonio, I wanted us to get a jackalope, because I used to hunt jackalope, and you know, bring one of those up here, a stuffed jackalope, and then get one of those things he had, and you know, but anyway, so anyway, that guy, he had a lot of clothing. I think he had fishing equipment, and ice fishing equipment is very different from, well, not very different. Like the rods for ice fishing are like really short, and they're different. You can have like basically it's a compact rod and reel for ice fishing, but then they have other stuff you can use for ice fishing. But we haven't even.
Well, it's not like you're gonna cast a rod and reel.
Yeah, you're not.
You're basically dropping the lure in a hole.
Yeah, and they have another thing that it's like as soon as there's a strike, it pops up. You know, like when you're fishing and you set the hook. This thing would set the hook, and it also lets you know that you got a bite. I think he had some like little ice fishing huts, like plastic ones, like collapsible ones. He had knives. I meant to see if he had a knife sheath, because I want a sheath for my tool. This one right here. He had one of these in there in the case that was probably 2 or 3 times as thick as this. And this is thick enough. This has enough tools on it, you know. But I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else I need to say. Oh, we were at the store, the Salvation Army store. We got some of these. They're extra large. Haven't tried them yet.
2 bags on them.
Yeah.
For $3 a bag.
And it says, the bag says breathable, so we'll see. We got a White's sewing machine. Now I was looking it up this morning, because ours is an electric version, but the electric was either you could buy it with a motor attached, or you could buy the motor and attach it yourself, or have somebody else attach it. So originally it was either meant as a treadle machine or a hand machine. The interesting thing I found about a White's sewing machine is it's like everything is the opposite from Singer, I think, Singer sewing machines. So that's going to be interesting. And it's vibrating, and it's all sorts of neat little stuff. You know, they had their own thing going. So anyway, we got to get going. We got to go somewhere and do something real fast, and then come home and clean up the mess I made, so I can make us something for lunch and dinner, because it's 11:40 a.m. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Bye bye.